Let's take a look at this guy. Remember, we're finding the power series for arctan. And this is a good one to do because our arctan will show up later. It's a pretty nice result, as we're going to see in a sec. Remember that arctan is, of course, the integral of 1 over 1 plus x squared. Okay? And, of course, you can change that to 1 over 1 minus x squared, or 1 minus negative x squared, I should say. And then maybe we can say, for x squared between, or I should say negative x squared, really the same thing in this case, but for negative x squared between negative 1 and 1, or I guess you could say x between negative 1 and 1, we have that, you know, I guess, did I call it f of x? Oh, well, whatever. We have that this integral, right, or I should maybe just say this expression equals the integral of the sum from 0 to infinity of negative x squared raised to the n. Okay? That's the thing that's being raised to the n because we have 1 over 1 minus that. All right? And remember the trick that we did in class, right? Be a little bit careful about that, because this is really negative 1 to the n times x to the 2n, right? Negative 1 to the n times x squared to the n. Please make sure to separate that negative 1 out, or else you won't get the right thing. Whoop, forgot my little dx right there. Dx right there. And now we just anti-differentiate, right? We integrate. Remember, you keep the coefficients the same. You integrate only the x's. Okay. And as before, we can solve for c because we were given f of x. F of x is a arctan of x is a function that, whose values we know. We know arctan of 0 is 0. So since arctangent of 0 equals 0, which also equals 0 plus c, right? All this, just to be clear, right? All this stuff right here, is 0. Maybe that's not super clear. Maybe I'll just draw a little arrow here. All this stuff right here becomes 0 when you plug 0 into it. Right, we see that c equals 0. And so really, arctangent of x, or f of x if you want, there's no real need to call that f of x, whatever. So arctan of x equals, let's see what we get right here. Where are we? Yes, right here. Right, the same exact thing, right, but not plus c, right? This is just what it is. And I just want to show you that when you do this out, it's a pretty nice pattern. It does alternate, which may be a little annoying. You do plus minus, or, whatever. But it's going to equal x over 1 minus x cubed over 3 plus x to the 5th over 5 minus x to the 7th over 7 plus blah, blah, blah. That's a pretty nice pattern. That's a very nice pattern. Okay. And as we mentioned before, the interval of convergence is -1 to 1 with radius 1. All right. So that's what we've got. Thanks for watching.